Gone with the Wind, a Pulitzer Prize-winning novel by Margaret Mitchell, is an epic story set against the backdrop of the American Civil War and Reconstruction era. The narrative primarily revolves around the life of the feisty Southern belle, Scarlett O'Hara. As the story opens, Scarlett, the eldest daughter of a wealthy plantation owner, is living a life of luxury at her family's estate, Tara, in Georgia. Scarlett is in love with Ashley Wilkes, who is betrothed to his cousin, Melanie Hamilton. Despite her feelings for Ashley, Scarlett ends up marrying Charles Hamilton, Melanie's brother, out of spite after learning of Ashley's engagement. Charles dies soon after joining the Confederate Army, leaving Scarlett a young widow. In the midst of the war, Scarlett moves to Atlanta to live with Melanie and Aunt Pitapat. Here, she encounters Rhett Butler, a charming yet unscrupulous blockade runner, whose roguish charm and realist perspective on the war attract Scarlett. As Atlanta falls to the Union Army, Rhett helps Scarlett, Melanie, who has just given birth, and their servant Prissy escape back to Tara. However, he leaves them midway to join the Confederate Army, which is in retreat. Scarlett finds Tara ravaged by the war, but is determined to bring it back to its former glory. She takes charge and manages to keep her family alive despite the hardships. During this period, she marries her sister's suitor, Frank Kennedy, for his money to pay the taxes on Tara. When Frank is killed during a raid, Scarlett becomes a widow once again. Soon, Rhett proposes to Scarlett, and they get married. They have a daughter, Bonnie, but their marriage starts to crumble due to Scarlett's continuous love for Ashley and their differing views on the South's future. In an argument, Rhett inadvertently causes Scarlett to fall down the stairs, resulting in a miscarriage. The final blow to their relationship comes when their daughter Bonnie dies in a horse-riding accident. Rhett is devastated and retreats into mourning. Meanwhile, Melanie, who has been a close friend and supporter of Scarlett despite her feelings for Ashley, dies after a complicated pregnancy. Before dying, she asks Scarlett to look after Ashley and her son. Scarlett realizes too late that she has been in love with the idea of Ashley rather than the man himself. She confesses her love for Rhett, but it's too late. Rhett, disillusioned and grieving, decides to leave Scarlett, delivering his iconic line, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." The novel concludes with a determined Scarlett deciding to go back to Tara to win back Rhett's love, asserting, "After all, tomorrow is another day." Throughout the story, Mitchell explores themes like survival, romantic love, and societal change. Scarlett's evolution from a spoiled Southern belle to a resilient survivor represents the transformation of the South during that tumultuous period in American history.